Okay, so this is percent handout part 3, which would be Friday's assignment. Let's having it ready. Okay, so let's go. Um, First one, 25. Which one is greater? 35% of 70 or 30% of 80? So we are going to have to do two things over here. I'm only going to do 25, 26 because the answers are at the bottom, but I'm going to show you. Okay, just going through the procedure a couple times. So let's do 25. 25 is 35% over here. 100 goes over here of 70, so 70 goes up to the bottom here. And let's see if we can find a relationship here. Let's divide this by 35% of 70 divided by 5. I get 7. Divided by 5, I get 7. Divided by 5, I get 20. So is there a relationship between 20 goes to 70? Is there anything times 20 that gives you 70? If you have a calculator, you could definitely find one. 70 divided by 20, and that's going to be 3.5. So going this way, times 3.5, and on top, it's going to be times 3.5 as well, and that's going to give us 24.5. So 24.5 is 35% of 70, and then let's do 30% of 80 at the bottom. So 100, 30% goes here, and of 80, so 80 goes down here. Let's see if there's a relationship. Let's divide this by 5 again. 30 divided by 5 is going to be 6, and 100 divided by 5 is going to be 20. Definitely from 20 to 80 is very easy, times 4, and on top is times 4. And 6 times 4 is 24. So which is greater? It's 35% of 70. So the rest, 26, 27, 28, I'm not going to do because you have the answers, and you literally have to basically do it twice, one for each, to find your answer. Okay? So let's skip to 29. You're a restaurant and you owe $56 for your meal, so let me set this up. 20%. You want to leave an 18% tip. How much? Approximately. How much is your tip? So approximate. So you want to leave 18%. That goes here. Your total meal was 56.20. And here on the top is going to be what you want to give as a tip. So let's say divided by 2. Oh my god, this one's going to be approximate. So if it's approximate, let's just use decimals. Okay. 9 by 20. How does 100 become 18? So let's do that in the calculator. 100 divided by 18 equals 5.55. So you're going to divide 100 by 5.55. That gives you 18 rounded, okay? So, and then over here you're going to do the same thing, 56. And divide by 5.55 because it's an approximate. And let's see, 56.2 divided by 5.55 is going to give us a tip of about $10 and 12 cents. Just okay. So just out of curiosity, let's just check what they wrote as the answer. And $10 and 12 cents. Hey, look, I got that right. 30. A class of 60 students voted to take the field trip. Okay. Okay, 70% voted for the zoo and 30% for the museum. Okay, so it doesn't give us a question, so I don't know. So let's just find out what's 70%. Okay, 70% have voted for the zoo. How many kids is that? So if there are 60 kids in total, 70% voted for the zoo. How many would that be? Let's divide this by 10. You get 7. Divide this by 100 by 10. You get 10. 7 over 10 is our new ratio. Times 6. Times 6. And you get 42 kids. So 42 kids voted for the zoo, and the difference, obviously, 18 voted for the museum. Okay? Didn't tell us to do anything, but I'm assuming that's something that they wanted. 31. You give a $4 tip. That costs 22 approximately. Here there's that word approximate, so you have to be precise. So $100. The whole meal cost 22. You gave the waiter $4. What was the percent here? Is there a relationship here? let's see. You got 2 over 11. Is there anything divided by 22? Let's go up and down this one. What divided by 22 gives you 4? So, that, if you did 5.5 on the calculator. Okay, so 22 divided by 5.5 is 4, and 100, you're going to divide the same thing by 5.5. And 100 divided by 5.5 is going to give you 18.18%, approximately. Okay, so that's how much you gave the waiter in terms of percent. All right, so again, I am curious just to see if I 31. What did I get? 18.2 rounded. Okay, I'm okay with that. You earned 80 on your latest test, so you got an 80% of the test. Congratulations. If 20 is the number of problems you had correct, so you got 20 questions correct, which earned you an 80%. So I'm assuming they want to know how many questions were there. In the bottom here is our mystery number. How many questions were in total? Divide by 4. 80 divided by 4 gives you 20, and you're going to divide that by 4. So the test had 25 questions. 33. You got 72. What percent? Oh, so this one's different. So there were 72 correct answers out of 80. What percent did you get? Let's divide this by 4. 72 divided by 4. I think it works. It's 18. And 80 divided by 4 is 20. So this 72 over 80. Now it's simplified to 18 over 20. There's a relationship, times 5, and I'm going to go 18 times 5, which is 90. That gives you a 90%. Not bad. 34, you only complete your homework 70% of the time. That's funny. Of the 250 homework assignments this year, how many did you complete? Okay. So, 100%, you made 70% of all your homework. There were 250 times that homework was assigned. So how many homeworks did you actually do? Is a relationship? Let's see. Let's divide this by 10. 70 divided by 10 is 7. 100 divided by 10 is 10. Okay, now there's a relationship times 25. And on top, it's going to be times 25. 7 times 5 is 35, carry the 3, 7, 14, 175. So out of the 250 homework assignments, you did 175. 35, you earn 12% commission for every car you sell. So basically it means that every time you sell a car, from the value of the car, you earn 12%. So that's what a salesman would make. So here's 100%. 12% is what you're going to make. So let's say you sold a car and the car price was $23,000. You're going to make 12% of that. That's what you're going to make. That's what the company is going to give you. So let's see if there's a relationship. There is. 100 times something is 223,000. It would be times 230. So on top times 230. So let's see how much you would make. So 12 times 230 gives you $2,760. So if you were a car salesman and you sold a car that was valued at $23,000, you would make 12% of that would go for you, and that equals to $2,760. Not bad for one sale. And last question. You love to play soccer. You make a shot at the net 8 times during the game. Of the 8 times you scored twice, what percent of the time did you score? So 100, we want to say the percent. You shot go 8 times, a total of 8 times, and 2 went to go. What percent is that? So let's simplify this because there's no direct relationship between 8 and 100. Or if you see the up and down, how does the 8 become a 2? Divide by 4. And out of the 100, you're going to divide by 4 too. And 100 divided by 4 is 25. So if you shot a goal 8 times and you made 2 goals, it means that you made 25% of your shots on goal. Okay, and that's your answer for the last question. Okay, and this one was a little bit shorter.